Respected Hiru Kumar Jain sir, my founder colleague Ravi Ramakrishnan, many distinguished senior leaders from the industry, fellow colleagues from GBS, GCC industry, very good evening. Warm welcome to each one of you to the 13th Annual Global Enterprise Services Conclave in Mahabalipuram in Chennai. As we all have been talking just before we started about this whole cyclone news, which actually scared us. I don't want to use adjectives before that, but I can tell you honestly that we were all like really anxious and restless a few days ago, with a lot of news floating around with the videos and messages coming by saying, should we progress with this? Should we continue with this? And I think we just kept a bit of a brave face and a belief in the God and Almighty, saying that, hey, look, we will be able to come together and meet together. And I'm very happy that many of you really supported this entire mission of continuing with what we started 14 years ago. I always talk about that. I think when we started 14 years ago, very interesting story. Ravi was sitting in Senegal in Africa. I was sitting in India. And we just spoke and we said, okay, we should do something in India as a community, as a forum. And many of you would know that neither of us and nor my colleagues come from an event background. We all are practitioners. And we felt there's a need because of this growing GBS, GCC community to come together. And there was no other forum which was bringing the practitioners together to share the learnings and the stories with each other. And we felt there's a need to bring that community. Today, I feel very, very, very happy and of course proud. And with a lot of humility to say that when I see every day two things happening. One is there is a story, the newspaper talking about this growing industry, GBS, GCC, and so on. And there's an event which is happening pretty much every day in one of the cities, bringing the community together. So what we started or what we planted as a small initiative has become really a mission in this land, and we feel very proud of. And we are very happy to see that it's flourishing further with the kind of sponsorship and support coming from each one of you. So thank you, each one of you, for making this mission continue and giving us the energy to sustain and keep moving from where we are today. I also take this opportunity to express my sincere thanks to all the partners and sponsors for this event. Knowledge partner, our value group, industry partners. And this year, what happened is we have expanded. Like last year, many of you would recall, we went to partner with Nomura Research Institute, and we got folks coming from Tokyo, Japan, sharing about the story, what's happening on the GBS side in Japan, and how the offshoring is important. This year, we were fortunate and privileged to have two of the large industry associations globally to come together and work with us in this mission. We have got US-India Strategic Partnership Forum as an industry partner, and they have, of course, communicated to the US about this event which is happening today. Australia and India Chamber of Commerce very proudly is looking at to collaborate with us because they believe that's the way the Australia-India collaboration will progress. Thank you, HCL Tech. They call supercharging progress. Yes, you have been bringing a lot of energy to us. Thank you for being a principal sponsor. Quintus Global, co-sponsor, thanks to the leadership here. We got corporate sponsors, Upgrade Enterprise. We got Coca-Cola. I think thanks to them, we also got a refreshing drinks lying here, some beverages. Thank you, Coca-Cola. We got corporate sponsors, World at Work, as a corporate sponsor. Thank you. We got a few partners who are really making this mission to progress. Our research partner, Everest Group, and we will, of course, be unveiling one of the reports, very, very most awaited reports, if I can say, on the GCC, which has been led by Everest Group along with SSF. Workspace partner. I think the workspace has become very, very important in the GBS, GCC space with the kind of the made to suit kind of infrastructure solution which is required. It is just not about, a nice building. I was actually talking with somebody about a nice campus created. I was talking to Bhumesh about the American Express campus in Gurgaon. How it is interesting to look at workspace very differently, rather just looking it from a real estate point of view. So Brookfield Properties is our workspace partner. We got a financial wellness is something very, very important for each one of us again. And we got ICICI Prudential Mutual Funds as a financial wellness partner here. I think while this industry requires more academia participation, and every year as a mission, we ensure we partner with one of the academias locally and give them the opportunity to learn and know about our industry, how it is important and how it is growing. This year we got SRM as an academic partner, and a lot of students from SRM has been very supportive in this entire thing. We got Muniver Technologies as a technology partner, doing a lot of tech stuff at the back end. With this, actually, I have a small video. A few of you might have seen it. Just wanted to give you a quick glimpse of the journey of SSF so far. And then we are all waiting to progress with few other rituals like lamp lighting, etc. But before that, a small video about SSF. So can I request my audio video team to play a small video of the journey of SSF? Thank you for bearing with us with a small video, and apologies that I think this TV was not working with that video, what was being played. So we'll send that video to you separately. I think in the world of all digital, we still face some of these technical glitches, despite a lot of dry runs have been done, but I think that's the kind of space we are in. I just take this opportunity to say also thank you to all the leaders who have taken a lot of efforts to be here, and also joining virtually. So I think there are a few leaders who have joined the sessions over Zoom link, and this also will be available as a part of the recorded availability on the portal of SSF. Last but not least, as you would have seen on both the sides of the hall as well as outside, SSF Global has got an app which is available both on an Android and iOS. And there'll be also small stickies on your table. So it will be helpful if you want to be keeping yourself abreast with what's happening in this space. Just download this app. There's something called every Friday SSF Global Times, which provides the story of the space every Friday. So thank you, everyone. And I'll request now our guest of honor to come to the lamp lighting, please.
For the lamp lighting, may I request Mr. Sanjay Gupta, Chief Architect, SSF Global, and Mr. Anand Maheshwari, Founder and Chief Commercial Officer, Quintus Global, to please join our other guests.
I also take this opportunity to invite Mr. Ajay Seth, Executive Board Member, Maruti Suzuki, and Mr. V.V. Ranganathan, our jury chair, to join us as well for the lamp lighting, please. Thank you.
आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुध्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तु ते दीपज्योतिर्परं ब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपज्योतिर्परं ब्रह्म दीपज्योतिर्जनार्दनः दीपो हरतु मे पापं सन्ध्यादीपनमोऽस्तु ते ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्थं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः ओ दीपब्रह्मरूपस्थं ज्योतिषां प्रभुरव्ययः आरोग्यं देहि पुत्रांश पतिं स्वच्छामि मे सदा रवेरस्तं समारभ्य तावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् रवेरस्तं समारभ्य यावत् सूर्योदयो भवेत् यस्य दिव्ये गृहे दीपः तस्य नास्ति दरिद्रता शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शत्रुबुद्धिविनाशाय दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते दीपज्योतिर्नमोऽस्तुते शुभं कुरु त्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः.
Thank you very, very much. Friends, we'll now have the unveiling of the Everest Group and SSF research. I'd like to invite Mr. Bharat Sundaram, Vice President of the Everest Group, to join us here on stage and request our guest of honor, Thiru Kumar Jayanji, to do the honors of unveiling the Everest Group and SSF research. Yeah, may I request Anand Maheshwari and Sanjay Gupta to please join us and do stay back for a bit. Thank you. And now we have the release of the SSF Global Coffee Table Book. The SSF Global Coffee Table Book.
Look up on the Zulu Nation.
That looks nice. Yeah, sure.
Sorry, this. I think just to share with you what are these two documents which we have unveiled just now. One of the documents first we unveiled is a research report where Everest has led this entire research, talking about breaking the boundaries in GCC along with SSF, and that is where we got the Vice President Everest Group Bharat to collect the first copy from us, and all the people who are in this room will be receiving a digital copy of that report as a complimentary copy from here. The second book which we released, it's called Coffee Table Book. We are celebrating what we call enterprise excellence. This contains two kinds of list which we have got. The research team at SSF really worked to identify some of the inspiring women leaders. And I think these leaders have really contributed immensely to this industry. And we wanted to celebrate their contribution. We also listed few of the highly influential and impact leaders in the GCC and enterprise services as a part of it. So round of applause for each of them. We will talk about their names in a short while in a later session, and we'll also share more details of how we have looked at that. And we also have got, as a part of this coffee table book, a couple of knowledge article which has been done basis a lot of interaction with the industry. One talking about navigating challenges, talent challenges, another one more talking about really leveraging and demystifying the myth around generative AI and AGI and so on and so forth. So that's something which you'll find in this coffee table book. The digital copy of this also will be circulated to each one participating here. If you want to have a physical coffee table book, you can reach out to the SSF team here. Thanks.
Thanks so much for that info, Rakesh. And now I'd like to request our guest of honor, Thiru Kumar Jayanji, to please say a few words.
Good afternoon to all the participants, including the organizers and all the great GCC leaders who are sitting here. I would like to start from a Hindi dialogue or Hindi phrase, which is called Der Ayat Durust Ayat, Although I could not see the video, but I was told that this is the first time you are landing up in Chennai. So I think although you are late, you have done well and you have come to the correct place. This is the only place where you can hold this conclave and much bigger events at something called Mahabalipuram at Chennai. Like you don't even have to go to Chennai and suffer anything. The moment you reach to Mahabalipuram, you can easily have a day, 2, 3, or 7 of seminars in Mahabalipuram peacefully. In fact, right now, since the chess Olympiad is happening, the chess world championship is happening, we hosted chess Olympiad 2 years ago. And would you believe that we hosted all the contingents in Mahabalipuram, in and around Mahabalipuram? All 180 countries, teams and coaches and the World FIDE Federation, everybody, including judges, were hosted in and around Mahabalipuram with not a single person staying in the city. So this is the capacity. In fact, we from government were also surprised that Mahabalipuram has that level of capacity. And my previous visit to this hotel was for a meeting of chefs where we were deciding what food to serve to a group which is comprising of 180 countries. And there I realized one thing. I was the government side, I was the representative dealing with the head of team, which was arranging accommodation and food. So you can understand the logistical pressure when you have 180 countries team coming and everybody is a chess champion from their country and they are treating this as a location where everybody has a doubt that whether Mahabalipuram will host when you are not including Chennai infrastructure. So there I realized one basic thing which is valid for a discussion in such a forum. Indians are not good at record keeping throughout our history. And that results into a lot of misconception about what India is and what India was and what India can do and what India is doing. And within India, in Tamil Nadu, because of our cultural makeup, we are also slightly more so-called cultured. And so we are not outgoing, we are not obnoxiously vocal. So a lot of people don't know about the beauty of Tamil Nadu or the capability of Tamil Nadu. So these two factors combined make Tamil Nadu much less known than it should be. The example why I am quoting of the chess Olympiad is that on the second day, in the group, we had a complaint from one of the lesser known countries that we want international food in breakfast. Luckily, he was commenting about the breakfast, that we want international food in the breakfast. So the chef team and our organizing team were in deep trouble. People will complain, what to do, what do we do? Then I wrote that don't worry, just explain to them that India is a country. So if Indian food is also part of international food, there is no saying that if the pizza is international, why is dosa and idli not treated as international? And we have 20 type of different items from various parts of countries. Now, since you are all from GCC, will you not agree from my statement that in all developed countries, particularly in Australia, Europe and America, if you see a top hotel's breakfast spread, is it even comparable to our mid-size hotels' breakfast spread? I have just come from Australia, Sydney, Melbourne, and Perth. I saw it both places. Your breakfast spread is full of eggs, bacons, and breads and cheese. If you go to Madurai, top 3-4 hotels, including the Sangam and Marriott, these things are treated as a side dishes in a breakfast. Your core dishes are 20 other different type of high quality dishes, starting from puri, masala, idli, dosa, everything will be there. There will be 20, 25 other dishes and bread and cheese on the side. And if you go to Europe and all, that is treated. I have 4 types of bread, 5 types of cheese, 3 types of fruit. These are not treated as a dishes in our state, in our country, in higher level of hotels. But still, when we conduct something, we are always conscious of that. If pizza is missing, somebody will cry. And when our team goes to Italy or any other place, how many people bother about dosa or roti or chapati or naan. None of them bother. Can you go and ask for tandoori roti there? Then why should others come and ask for this? They should ask for good food without spices, gluten-free, all the things I agree, but not about choice of dishes. So now I think world has woken up, and presence of all of you and the companies with whom you deal is a proof of that, that we are not less than anything. Even in our Indianness, we have a lot of advantage, and which we have realized. So I would now I would go for Tamil Nadu part of my talk. Tamil Nadu, as I said, Tamil Nadu has been a subdued player in GCC space and in overall IT also. Only in 1999, when Tamil Nadu government created the first tidal park, the IT industry woke up to the realization that there is also a location where you can shift, and from there it has been an unending journey. In my personal knowledge, 15 years ago, we came to know that there is something called GE Finance. I think they were known as GE Countrywide Finance and all. They had some 5,000 to 6,000 people working, which was a very big center by a directly owned foreign company, not a subsidiary. It was a subsidiary, but directly owned by GE. And there were 5,000 people who were working in hiding somewhere in Spencer Towers. Even as a Tamilian IAS officers, we thought that Spencer Tower is all malls and shops, but it is a lot of office space. They had no single board. Nobody in government even knew that they are sitting and operating. The first time government came to know that the World Bank's whole back office is operating here, when they had a problem of duty-free import of their construction material for their interior finishing. And they were claiming and fighting with government that they're a diplomatic equivalent organization, so customs and excise should be waived off. At that time, we as a government came to know that practically the whole back office is sitting in Chennai. So, as I said, there are inherent advantages of Tamil Nadu and Chennai. One of the advantages for GCC is that we are not only Chennai, Coimbatore is no less. If you see infrastructure, if you see college, employable graduate, leisurely and safe place for living, climate and opportunities, Coimbatore is not second to Chennai. It is at least as competitive to Chennai. So any organization, any company, any GCC which is looking for anything +1 or multiple things plus 2 plus 1, 1 plus 1, 3 plus 1, anything, please consider Chennai and Coimbatore or Chennai/Coimbatore, because Coimbatore is coming up very fast. If you see how many good colleges are in Coimbatore, it is not less than Bangalore. In fact, the college status in Coimbatore in any ranking will be much better than Bangalore rating. Infrastructure-wise, power, peace of life, it is far better than Bangalore. Bangalore has a certain gravity for which Tamil Nadu cannot compete, I agree. But going forward, when as I said, there is a peaceful climate. As your GCC manpower ages, Chennai and Coimbatore on Tamil Nadu will become much more attractive. I agree. Today, Chennai, you say Bangalore or Pune is much more attractive to a 25-year-old. To counter that, I say that Chennai is much more attractive to 35 plus. Because at that point, the priorities are different. You are not so much bothered about daily evening entertainment. You are much more bothered about the schooling and peaceful climate and able to move in a city from end to end in a reasonable time. That is still the given advantage. Chennai, with all this growth, the traffic is still predictable. If you take 40 minutes to airport, you will not take more than 50 or 55 minutes on a bad day. It will not be 3 hours unless you're traveling in the midst of a cyclone. So I think cyclone has crossed. I was not there in the country, so I have not tracked properly. But cyclone crossed not very far from Mahabalipuram, I think, around Pondicherry somewhere. And the damage has been in the interior areas, which were not expecting this much damage. The coast has had a normal cyclone landfall, so we have managed well. So that governmental capacity to respond to disasters is available in Tamil Nadu. Anytime anything unfortunate, unforeseen happens, we are able to respond in a much better way, organize in a much better way, and address the issues in a timely manner. If you are from this part of country, you will know that Tamil Nadu has systematically been known as a rule-bound state which is ready to deliver any type of government services. When most of the country was thinking about how to provide power to most of the households or majority of the households, when power to every household was not a discussion point in most part of India, Tamil Nadu had distributed TV to every household. I will again repeat, it is almost 20 years now when Tamil Nadu had distributed TV to every household. You just go back that time in the history and think that which other state had that level of infrastructure capacity to dream of a scheme where you go to every household and say, here is the TV. Because unless you have the basic infrastructure covered, you can't even give. They will just throw it back at you. What will I do with a TV? So we had that level of society development. In any human development index, Tamil Nadu comes always on top. In a livable city, Chennai is one of the topper. And a recent survey has come which shows that among the top preferences of GCC, not only NCR and Mumbai are costlier to Chennai, even the Pune, Bangalore, and Hyderabad, all of them are a costlier real estate place than Chennai. We have a GCC policy dedicated to players like you, and it is handled by guidance, which has a full-fledged team of addressing all the industrial issues, all the policy deliverables are handled properly, and we have a lot of opportunities in and around Chennai, in and around Coimbatore for large-scale players who are coming up. So once again, I thank SSF for bringing the event here, and I hope we will have frequent iterations of your annual conclaves in Mahabalipuram, in Chennai, or maybe the next one in Coimbatore. We have, and I will take some 1 minute extra from my allotted time. We are having the premier Tamil Nadu IT event called Umagine 25 on 9th and 10th January. So we have a website called umagine25.com. I request all of you to go there. We have options open for delegates, for sponsorship, for exhibition space, for even right now we are 1 month away, so we can have a tailored session if enough of you show their interest and you at a top level you are able to come. And if you are coming at a very, very top level of executive, we can have exclusive sessions also dedicated to you as a company or as a group or as a GCC. So my email ID is open, IT Secretary's email ID, sekit@tn.nic.in. You can address me. I promise that for the next 10 days, whatever email comes on that subject, I will be very, very prompt in responding. All the options are available. We are in finalizing stage. Next 1 week, we will be finalizing the final structure of the sessions. So we request GCCs to come up in a large way to participate in Umagine, where you will have the whole government sector and across India and the international players of all the sectors in attendance. Once again, I wish the conference all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for taking time out from your busy schedule. As a token of gratitude, we'd like to offer you a memento. May I request both Ravi as well as Rakesh to please do the honors of giving a memento to sir.